What's up, GI babies? It's your girl Tymarrahgi, and today we are going to be getting into this install by WIG Hair. Thank you, WIG Hair, for sending me this unit. It was so bomb, and I love some curly hair. But today we are getting to this very detailed install. So we're going to simply start with the bleaching. For the bleaching, I use BW2 powder and 50 volume developer. Now for my beginners, I would suggest 30 volumes so you can let it sit, because the difference between the volumes is that how fast the hair will how fast the bleach will lift the hair. So 50 volume is one of the highest, and it will take very quickly to lift the hair. But even though that it is a high volume developer, I still left it on my unit for about 30 to 45 minutes, and it didn't over bleach. It gave me the perfect bleaching. So that's just something to keep into consideration. So when we are doing this bleach mixture, I don't have specific elements. I just eyeball what I think will be good, but you want to have this consistency where it's not falling off of your thing. And I would suggest getting this little mixing wand, because this is my first time using it. I normally use like butter knives and stuff, but this actually works. It really, like, so when you patting the product off, it actually comes off, and it was just so much easier. So I would suggest getting it. It was only like $1 or $2 at Sally's, in the mixing bowl as well. I feel like that's really good to have when you're bleaching. So when you're putting the bleach on your unit, just apply it on the unit. You're bleaching the knots, and what you're doing by doing this is you're making the knots lift so that it will look more natural on your head. So this is the main reason why you would see people bleaching their knots on their unit all the time if their units did not come pre-bleached. So I'm just putting it all over. I would suggest don't put it on there too hard, because it can bleed through your hair, and that would result in over bleaching your unit. But just apply it all over and you'll be fine. So like I said before, I let mine sit for about 45 or like 30 minutes, and then I proceed to washing it out. So you guys will see I normally use like hot water, not steaming hot, but like warm, only because I like the warm on my hands. I don't like too cold water. I like washing my hair with cold water, but I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't like the coldness too much on my hands. So I'm just washing everything out, and then we're gonna go ahead with our neutralizing shampoo. So this neutralizing shampoo by Shimmerlights is a purple shampoo, and this shampoo is going to neutralize that bleach so that it won't be that brassy looking color, and it'll give us like a more neutral type color when we're done with everything. And the hair did not over bleach, which why I was happy, because I thought it was, because I left it on there for a while, but it actually didn't. So I'm just rubbing this shampoo all through. That's normally just what I do, and I just let that sit on there for about a good 15 to 20 minutes. When I'm rushing, sometimes it's 5, but 15 to 20 minutes, let it sit, and you'll be fine. Now, I didn't show you guys, all I did after I washed this out was just put some conditioner on the hair and wash it out, and I was good. I didn't do anything specific. I just proceeded to just wash the hair like normal. So after we are done washing everything out, I just go ahead and I like to just damp my wig on the towel, like you see me doing right here, and I'm just prepping my wig for plucking. Now, when I'm working with curly units, I don't blow dry the hair before I start plucking. I just go ahead and pluck all the way through, because when you're working with curly hair, you're going to be getting it wet anyway. So I just like to go ahead and put it on the wig head while it's wet. So we're putting it on our wig head. You can get this wig head from anywhere. You can go off at Amazon. You can get it from your beauty supply store. I got mine from my beauty supply store, and I'm laying a towel down on the floor because the hair is still wet, like I said, and I didn't want it to drip on my carpet, so I just laid the towel down. So I'm putting the T-pins on my unit. You can get T-pins from Target or the beauty supply store for about $1. And I just like to put about a good, probably like 6 or 8 T-pins on. I just like to put as much T-pins as I can on my unit so that it can be really stable and the unit is not moving when I'm plucking. So when we're jumping into this plucking process, everything is very repetitive for plucking. I feel like plucking is one of the most easiest things you can learn how to do, because it's just very repetitive and you're really repeating the same steps based off of how your unit is constructed. So I start with my sides first. Well, I do the side, middle, then the other side, or it's just depending on how I'm feeling on the day. Sometimes I might do both sides first and then go to the middle. But basically for plucking, all you're doing is separating your sections and just plucking from left to right, plucking from left to right. And in this video in particular, I don't know why I was changing it up, but sometimes I kind of plucked one area more and then went back to the other area. But plucking, all it is just separating your sections and plucking from left to right, and just plucking in a fast motion, just to your liking. And sometimes for me, I don't like to pluck too much while I'm plucking on my head, because I've had so many experiences where I plucked so much on the wig head and I was thinking it looked really cute. And me, for somebody who really likes doing baby hairs, I sometimes used to pluck too much on the wig head. So what I like to do is I like to pluck as much as I think I should pluck on the wig head, and if I have to pluck any more, you can pluck your units on your head. So it's not something that you can't do. You are able to pluck your units some more while it's on your head and customize it a little bit more to your liking. So when you're plucking your hair on the wig head, don't be so caught up on if it looks so perfect right here, because you always have an opportunity to go back. So this is a perfect example of this, because once I'm done plucking this unit, to some of you guys, it might not look like it's so plucked. It might not look like it's like the plucking that you guys will normally see, but this is what works for me. So when I put it on my head and I'll go back and pluck some more, I won't be worried about anything. Because if you guys can see on this little part right here, I kind of over plucked already. And I was like, you know what? Nah, we ain't doing this. This is the curly hair. I don't want to mess it up. I wore this hair for Valentine's Day. So I was like, let me just pluck as much as I think, and then we can always go back and pluck when it's on my head. we're about to jump straight into this ball cap. So my hair is braided. I did my braids, so of course they look terrible. Ooh, yeah, they don't look good. They don't even look like braids. This is embarrassing. Okay, so if your braids look like mine, don't be embarrassed because we're embarrassing together. I didn't get a chance to oil my scalp when I did my braids, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in my hair. And this is the follicle stimulator by Arcani, and I really like this follicle stimulator. It's just an oil, but it has a lot of the oils that I normally use, like black seed oil, castor oil. I normally use the original Jamaican castor oil, so I like to use this as a secondary oil just because it has like the good properties and stuff of oils that I normally already use. Let's get started. For the ball cap, you know, I use a regular wig cap, and you're gonna want to have your RK by Kiss foundation in the color 14. And then you're also gonna need your lace glue of your choice and some scissors and stuff like that. So let's just go ahead and get right into this. Do that, then do this. Okay, so now we're just putting this on our head. And I don't put these caps over my eyes because I just don't like that. Like, I tried it one time, I think, and it was just no. It was definitely a no for me, putting that over my eyes, especially not with these lashes, no. So you're gonna make a small hole. Like that. Another small hole. This. Okay, so what I like to use for my ball caps, I like to use the goat glue for my ball caps because this just ensures that everything sticks. Everything definitely sticks with this goat glue. I know in the past when I worked with lace glues, like with the white lace glue, putting it on my cap, it would work, but you know, sometimes I feel like it wouldn't get as, like, it wouldn't hold as much. So this is a product that I always use all the time for my ball caps, no matter if I'm using it for my actual install or not, because I know for a fact that this holds really, really good. I'm gonna sit under the dryer for a couple minutes and let this get dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut everything off. Before I go ahead and put this makeup on my cap, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my unit so that that can already be sitting and marinating, and yeah. So just take that same makeup that's about to go on my cap and just put it in my unit. Okay, so now we are getting started with this install. So first things first, what I like to do when I first place a wig on my head is I go ahead and cut those sides. I'm just looking at how cute the curls is, me just happy, but I'm just cutting those sides. So like I said before, just in all my videos I pretty much say this: make sure you cut your sides. Don't be afraid to cut your wig so it can fit on your head. Don't try to make a wig fit on your head if you feel like the wig is overlapping on your ears, because it's not going to be comfortable at all. So just make that little snip by your ears, pull the lace a little bit, and it will fit to your face. So I like to do my section first and just kind of give me like a little marker as to where I should put the glue, so I don't put too much glue on my head. So that's what you guys see me doing right here. Most of the times I mark it for the middle, because the sides are pretty much easy, but for my middle I want to make sure that that's in the right place. And I always start with the middle section first and then my sides. It just makes more sense to start with the middle, because if you were to do your side first and then you try to put it on the middle and it's not moving correctly, it's just going to be a disaster. So I would suggest to do your middle first. And I'm using the Kiss glue. You guys know I've been loving this glue. I've been using this glue non-stop. And when I'm blow drying, you guys, I like to use sometimes cool heat, sometimes hot heat. Sometimes I be forgetting of what specific heat I'm using, and I just really use anyone. But I would say that the staple temperature for doing a unit is cool. It is cool, but I don't know why sometimes I be doing hot. So the temperature is cool, y'all. So once I have all of my sides, I like to go in with my hot comb, and then after I've hot combed everything, just to push everything back a little bit more, I just go ahead and lay it down with my elastic band and sit under the dryer. So we are just taking this off, and we're about to proceed to cut off the lace. Now, one thing that I would say about cutting off the lace is just make sure you cut off all of the lace that's not supposed to be there. Any extra lace is going to ruin your style. And then make sure, there might be some parts that you kind of miss and you will have to go back and put some more glue on. Make sure you keep an eye out for that so you won't cut that off, so it won't kind of mess up your look. But just keep an eye out for that, but cut off all of the lace. Don't leave no extra lace. Like, extra lace will be the death of your style, and it will irritate you once it's time to do the baby hairs. So just take off as much lace as you can. Like you see, I was pulling that part back and trying to get off as much as I can. Just make sure you're cutting off all the lace you can, and keeping an eye out for some parts that you maybe didn't get some glue on, because we can always go back, like you're about to see me do, and put glue on those areas. So I'm using this hair flex spray just so it can melt a little bit more. I've already cut off all the lace, putting this hair flex spray on, and I'm gonna throw on my elastic band again and just let that sit. So now we are about to start our baby hairs. For baby hairs, I would say it's all about how you like them. But when I'm doing my baby hairs, I just like to kind of already know of the idea of how I'm going to do them, so that I won't be stuck trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And like I said before, previously in more of the beginning of the video, you see me here going back kind of plucking and stuff. You can customize your wig a little bit more. And one thing about cutting the baby hairs is, one thing I did differently, as you can see right here, I cut the ends, like that side, the end that's closer to the rest of the hair. I cut that a little shorter because I really hate when I'm doing my baby hairs and then the hair is like a little bit longer. So I like to cut the front longer than the end, because I still like that real cute swoop and I didn't want it to be too short. But basically for my baby hairs, I would say make sure you guys are plucking your baby hair so that it won't be too thick. And you can just go ahead and curl them up with your small straightener. And you can get a small straightener from the beauty supply store or on Amazon. It's really, really easy to find these products. All you have to do is go inside a beauty supply store or look on Amazon, and you'll find everything that you need. So what I did first was I just took out all of my sections, plucked them, hot combed them, curled them, and then we'll go back and then start putting the gel and swooping our baby hairs. Now I use Got to Be Glued, the black bottle, for these baby hairs. And one thing that I would say is make sure you have your blow dryer handy, because this is what really helps me when I'm doing my baby hairs. If you're gonna use like a gel, especially with curly hair, because my baby hair is kind of curling up on me just a little bit, but make sure you have your blow dryer. Right after you do that section, blow dry your hair so that it will stay into place. And now I'm just going back in with my hot comb and just making sure everything just looks very scalp-like and very cute. One downside I could say about this unit, not this unit as a whole, but something I feel like I could have did better on my part, was I feel like on that side where my side part is, I kind of made that a little bit more scalpy than the rest, and I could have plucked that a little bit more, but it wasn't too bad. For this unit, I would give this unit a 10 out of 10. It was very cute. I love curls. The process of this hair was very easy. The bleaching process, everything about this unit was very easy. All I'm literally doing for this unit, I sprayed some leave-in conditioner in and then some water and then brushed everything out, and it gave me some very cute curls. I would say for this unit in particular, scrunch the hair and use a dimming brush, not a dimming brush, well yeah, use a dimming brush to brush through, but use that nozzle that you can put on the blow dryer to kind of make your curls more defined. I don't have the word for it right now, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I feel like that will make this unit pop very well. And brushing the ends like I'm doing at the ends make those curls pop very well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. All the details for this wig will be down below in the description box. And if you really like this video a lot, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's YouTube channel. And we'll be back with more videos soon. Stay blessed. GI babies, we out.